Hello everybody and welcome on this webinar, how to accelerate your BI on S4HANA and SAP DataSphere with RapidViews. So my name is Jerome Tocan. I am the CEO of RapidViews and I am with Julien de Grip. Hi. Our CTO. So the webinar should last about 45 to 50 minutes. We do not hesitate to ask any question during the session using the chat functionalities, and we will take all your questions at the end of the presentation. So we are going to talk about RapidViews, who we are. We are going to talk about our BI accelerator feature. We'll do a demonstration. We'll talk about our business content on SAP DataSphere. We'll talk about our governance features. We'll do some demonstration, and we'll talk about our use case reference, customer references. So and that's it, and it should last about, again, 50 minutes. Alors, RapidViews, we are a software editor. We are specialized in SAP Analytics. Our objective, our goal is really to help you, customer, to accelerate any deployment of any analytics project on SAP HANA technology. We are, of course, SAP partner. Our solution is available on the SAP Store, and our solution is certified by SAP. So on SAP, we consider that when you want to build an analytics project, we consider that we have a kind of foundation because, of course, everybody beyond SAP is using the same tables because the ERP contains thousands of tables that are the same for all the customer. Okay, so because we have this foundation, we came up with this idea to build this some business content. So is what we are going to present today. Some predefined data mart that accelerates the deployment of your data warehouse project. Of course, every customer is different. You have your own business rules. You want to build your own report. So how can we help you, of course, on this side? So for that, we built a cloud-based platform where we centralize all your report, all your views, everything that you're doing, plus our business content. And thanks to this platform, we help you to set up, of course, all the documentation. We centralize everything, and we came up with some functionalities where we help you to build new report or new views on SAP using our analytics wizard. We'll talk about this later. So we have one centralized platform. We accelerate the deployment of your project thanks to the first to the BI accelerator. So all our business content for the core SAP module, and we centralize and we manage all your analytics through these governance capabilities. So how does that work? Through this platform, we can import any of your reporting tools. So today, so far, we have Web Intelligence. We import Web Intelligence report, SAP Analytics Cloud, Power BI, Microsoft Power BI, Tableau Software, IFO, the BEX-Query from SAP, Digdash, Fiori. We are on the way to finish the Fiori tile. So everything is about metadata. When we import your data, we import your metadata, the structure of your data. We do not store any of your data. And on the other side, we import all your views, calculation views, CDS views, SAP DataSphere views, BW. We build a very strong, very strong BW connector that allow us to import all your BW legacy system, so you can map and see everything about what has been done around your BW cubes. And as everything is centralized in one platform, we are going to show you how we can, of course, we bring you value. Let's first talk about our BI accelerator capabilities. Our BI accelerator, again, it's some prepackaged business content. What is, very quickly, a business content for us? Let's say you want to build a report. You want a total invoice per material, right? You need a material dimension and the billing fact table, right? So we build this concept of dimension, so we know how to access towards the SAP table. We build, let's say, the dimension view using HANA views, CDS views, SAP Data Sphere views. So we provide all these views within any HANA system from SAP. So it's what we build for the dimension material. We did the same for billing. So billing, you see how all the tables that has to be linked in a certain way to be able to build this fact table. And on the top of that, we build this concept of predefined data mart. The data mart is in the middle, you have this concept of fact table, in this case, billing. And of course, the billing view can be linked to a specific number of set of information, dimension, in this case, customer, material, the division, and so on. So we build this concept of predefined data mart. And on the top of a data mart, we rename all the different fields. So we build a very strong semantic layer. And it's what we did for the core SAP module, FICO, SD, MM, PP, QM, EWM, PM, PS, and Ariba. All these dimension and fact views, all these data mart, all these semantic layers, and we provide samples of report. So far, the samples of report that we provide, it's with Web Intelligence, SAP Analytics Cloud, Tableau software, and Microsoft Power BI. But of course, you can reuse any other tools because SAP is compatible. If you have the right connector, you can access, reuse our semantic layers by using any other reporting tools. So it's what we did. So typically on the rapid views business content FICO, we access everything about finance and controlling. We have about 12 data mart, 50 KPIs, and 7 samples of report. Sales and distribution, we are covering everything about orders, billing, and deliveries with again data mart and KPI and report. Material management, purchase order and inventory. Production planning, everything about sales and operational planning, demand management, material and capacity requirement planning. QM, same. EWM, plant maintenance, project system, always data mart and KPIs and samples report. And one of the latest that we build is on the top of Ariba, predefined data mart on Ariba. And of course, everything, we will talk about it later, can be used inside SAP Data Sphere. So at the end, we provide about more than 60 predefined data mart. We also provide more than 20 cross-module data mart. That's extremely interesting when you want to build advanced report where you're going to need to mix data from finance, from sales, from production. But we build this predefined data mart that combines this complexity. So it's already there. It's provided with our tools. And we have more than 350 KPIs, and behind that we access to more than 1,300 SAP tables. Okay. So we accelerate deployment because you don't need to start from a blank page. You do not need to start to build a conception of a data warehouse. We have the first around 70%, and it depends of you, of the customer, of many different things, but we say that around we are covering about 70% of an average data warehouse project, and after the 30%, we help you to build your 30% thanks to our overall rapid views platform. This slide talk about architecture. The first layout is your ERP, SAP ERP, ECC on a relational database, ECC on HANA in the middle, and of course S4 HANA. If you want to do just transactional report, you can use the embedded analytics from SAP. It's a little Fiori tile linked to specific CDS. It's a kind of small reporting tools inside S4HANA. It's very useful when you work on a transaction. You can see the result of your transaction. But our customers, when they are buying our rapid views directly on ECC on HANA or S4HANA, it's when they say, okay, I want to provide a strong semantic layer on the top of S4HANA. I want to reuse my own reporting tools. One time is Tableau software, Microsoft, Business Object, SAC, whatever I want, because it's a tool that we are using in our company. It's what I want. But in this case, of course, RapidViews is the best solution because it's what we provide. When you install our business content directly on S/4HANA, for the end user, we provide this concept of strong semantic layer. So if you want to do BI reporting, it's the way to go through RapidViews. If you want to do just transactional, of course, viability analytics, it's enough. If you want to build in the middle of data warehouse, of course, we provide our business content on HANA Cloud Platform, HANA Full Use, and SAP DataSphere. SAP DataSphere is the way to go for SAP. We are very proud because we already have 6 active references on SAP DataSphere up and running today with our RapidViews content. We'll talk about it a few minutes later. And behind that, you have the semantic layer, and you can use any reporting tools. Okay. Everything that we build is available on our overall RapidViews platform. And again, we can import your own views, your own reports. So you centralize all the metadata in one single place. So it's easier to maintain, to build, and to accelerate any other deployment. First demonstration, Julien, can you show us, can you do a demonstration about our platform a little bit and our content?
And our platform and our content. Yes, just to demonstrate the content, I open my RapidViews platform. This platform, it's a SaaS application. It's a cloud application managed by RapidViews. Customer have access to this application just with a login and a password. And after this application, centralize all the metadata of RapidViews content. And with this application, I can show you all the content available with RapidViews, but this RapidViews can also centralize all the customer content. It's for another demonstration at the end of the webinar. For this first demonstration, I want to see you just by the business catalog part, all the content RapidViews available. We can see all the business area available. For this demonstration, I organize this business content by SAP module. We can retrieve SD module, material management module, production planning module, financial cost controlling, QM, PM, and PS module.
Everything is you can customize it. If you want to build your own business area and put any name and any subname and link any kind of report or content to this business catalog, we can do it, correct?
Yes, exactly. Yes. And for each business area, I can have access to all the report, all the semantics, data marts, view, or table organized in one business area. If I click on the SD area, for example, I retrieve approximately 30 reports. I can see also the semantics. I can see all the data marts, all the view, and all the table organized in this content. And if I want to see any detail on any object, I can click on an object to see the detail. I can navigate on another business area to see the report based on material management part, to see the semantic table and views. I can switch also on the business layer to see not the object, but all the dimension KPI, all the objects used in the report, view, or the semantic parts. This business layer part centralizes all the master data. We can retrieve customer master data, material master data, partner master data, all the KPI based on invoicing, on purchase order, on material movement, and all the transactional data like delivery date, like purchase date, based on this business area. Okay. If I decide to open a report, I can click on a report, open it in the repository.
So what do we show in the report? We talk about here, we talk about metadata, right?
Yes, if I open a report, I can see the label of the report, I can see the description of the report, I can see a preview of the report, just a picture. I cannot see really the data because the repository store only metadata. If I decide to modify the description, I can modify the description and add multiple comments or drag and drop Word or Excel file to add more information about this document. And if I want to see the real document in my BI reporting tool, I click on the Explorer button.
Okay, so and then you just open through an open
I
doc.
Open, yes, exactly. I can,
reusing the security of my company.
Yes, I can configure the RapidViews platform to open directly the report through the BI reporting tool of the customer company, and I can have access to the report. When I am in the BI reporting tool, I can navigate, refresh, or edit the report. I can edit the report, and I can see behind this report all the semantic layer available. Behind the report, I have a semantic layer built on the RapidViews content, and this semantic layer gives the possibility to end user to upgrade the report or modify the report with all the company detail, all the customer detail, and another KPI.
The semantic layer is what we provide when you use the business content. The business content are predefined data mart and semantic layer. So when you open any reporting tools, it's what you will see. So in this case, it's a sales purchase order, and you have all the what is it? It's a sales and distribution semantic layer.
Yes,
right?
Exactly. And if I go back to my platform, if I open all the content available, we can see through the RapidViews content, we have access to approximately more than 100 reports.
So all the predefined cubes,
55
right?
data marts, more than 200 views, and lots of SAP table using in source of this view.
What is a data mart? Maybe can you click on one specific?
If I click on one data mart, I can open a data mart. A data mart, it's a combination of
so multiple business content,
view,
right? Fact and dimension.
It's a combination of multiple view. Fact view, it's an orange view, and blue view, it's all the dimension view, because RapidViews has decided to build an accounting document data mart around these 5-6 views. Okay. I can see a description, the name of the data mart. Yes.
Okay, data lineage, all of that you will show it later, I guess.
Yes, in another demonstration. And if
so we centralize everything about the business content, the views, the dimension, the fact, the data mart, and the semantic layer. Everything in one single place. Exactly. And we'll see later, but you can also import your own views, your own report. We also provide all the repository of CDS views.
Yes, we can have access to the SAP repository, and on the SAP repository, we can have access to all the Fiori standard tile provided by SAP. We can have access to all the standard data marts provided by SAP.
That's interesting. We also have the ability to import and to centralize all the Fiori tile, correct?
Yes.
Fiori tile is this small kind of report linked to specific CDS.
Yes, we have in this repository all the SAP Fiori tile available, the link with the CDS view, and all the CDS view provided by SAP in standard with the S4HANA system. Yes.
Okay.
It's all for me to show
you just
the content.
Yes, just business content in the first kind of demonstration to show the overall different components.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Julien. So the BI Accelerator benefits, thanks to this predefined content, we save about 70% of time, right? We accelerate the deployment. Everything's flexible because we provide all this concept of dimension, fact, data mart, semantic layer. Everything is open, so it's flexible. You can use it as a kind of toolbox that will contain this kind of Lego bricks, I call it, because it's small pieces that you can reuse and very easy to find and to reuse. It's sustainability also over time because our predefined content are compatible between ECC, S4HANA, and SAP DataSphere. So let's say you start to build your content on ECC. When you will migrate to S4HANA, it will be compatible. And it's also compatible between any kind of reporting tool because we are independent of the reporting tools that you are going to use. SAP DataSphere, business content on SAP DataSphere. So SAP DataSphere is the cloud-based data platform from SAP.
Yes.
SAP is investing a lot on this platform. They want to compete in a way against company like Snowflake or Azure or AWS or Google. They are, of course, building their own data warehousing platform.
Yes.
So how does that work?
Yes, just to present the SAP Datasphere platform, and after I present you the content, RapidUse content through this platform. The SAP Datasphere platform, it's a cloud data warehouse application. This platform can access to cloud sources or on-premise sources, to SAP sources or non-SAP sources. This platform is really open. Is not only this platform doesn't work only with SAP tool, but work with Azure, Google, Oracle, SQL Server,
any external data.
Yes, cloud or on-premise. This platform is divided in two parts. The data layer part allows customer to modelize, to connect, extract, and customize data before store the data in the SAP Datasphere platform. This is the data layer part. This layer encapsulates features like an ETL tool to join information, to transform information, or aggregate information. And after, Datasphere provides a business layer part. It's the modelization part. In this part, customer or developer can create data mart or cube. Developer can use the view or the table extract in the data layer part to modelize, like this example, a sales cube, a revenue cube, a material cube, a financial cube. And in one cube, you can link and realize a model, a star schema with dimension and fact table. And RapidUse use this technology to rebuild all the RapidUse content directly in this platform. The RapidUse content is available on the SAP Datasphere platform. We have certified by SAP because our content is developed with the best practice of SAP. The content is divided in two parts, the extractor part and the data layer part, to extract information from SAP system and to modelize the view, and in the business layer part to create the cube and the data mart in the SAP Datasphere platform. Or extractor or view are certified by SAP. How the RapidUse work with SAP Datasphere? The RapidUse content is based on ECC system, ECC on HANA, S4HANA, or S4HANA Cloud, public or private system. We are
or SAP Ariba.
Or SAP Ariba, yes. We are compatible with all version of S4HANA or ECC system. We are also compatible with Ariba. We develop extractor from SAP table for ECC system, extractor from CDS view for S4HANA system. In the case of S4HANA public cloud system, customer must use a SAP Datasphere platform to extract information and create a real BI platform. Because on S4HANA public cloud platform, the developer cannot have access to the database, to the data. This platform is really closed, and we cannot really create BI reports. With this platform and with the RapidUse, we can extract any information from S4HANA Public Cloud through our extractor and publish this information in the SAP Datasphere platform.
Yeah. And we have two customers already using this architecture from S4HANA Public Cloud to SAP Datasphere plus our business content, and then very quickly to have any kind of advanced report.
Yes, and we have reproduced the same process for Ariba tool.
Because Ariba, it's a little different tool, it's a different system from SAP.
It's a different tool. On Ariba, if I want to connect directly a BI reporting tool, it's difficult because Ariba provides just API, and it's difficult to modelize information on an API. For three now customer that want to realize BI report directly on Ariba, we plug a SAP Datasphere platform on top of Ariba. We use the API of Ariba to modelize, view, and data mart directly in SAP Datasphere. Our rapid use is rebuilt directly on SAP DataSphere. We rebuilt all the view, fact view, dimension view, and all the data mart directly on SAP DataSphere. And we give access to a BI reporting tool. In this example, it's SAP Analytics Cloud through our data mart. We have approximately 60 data mart and 20 cross-module data mart in SAP DataSphere. And any end user can open SAP Analytics Cloud, open a predefined reports on the rapid user template library, or directly create new report and open the FICO data mart, the SAP data mart, the REBA data mart to create any report. Our content is available directly on the SAP DataSphere platform through the menu business content, partner business content. We have directly a menu. The rapid users are listed in this menu.
So we all the work that we build, when we build our business content, we started on calculation views technology. Then we built it on using the CDS views for S4HANA. And because, of course, SAP DataSphere is a different HANA platform, we rebuilt everything on SAP DataSphere, and we have been certified by SAP. For that reason, that when you open SAP DataSphere, we are listed, of course, on this platform.
Yes.
So can you maybe just show you very quickly SAP DataSphere, how the different component appears when you open the SAP DataSphere platform?
Yes. SAP DataSphere, it's also a cloud platform. We can access to a user and a password directly to the platform. I can manage all the connection through any SAP or source system. In this example, I have 4 connections on HANA or S4HANA system, but I can create connection on any agnostic system like Azure, SQL Server, or Oracle. When the connection I create, I can switch on the data builder part. In the data builder part, I retrieve all the features like an ETL tool. I can create a replication flow, a data flow, a lookup, graphical view, SQL view, or an entity relationship model. If I switch directly on the view to show you quickly the content, the rapid use content through this platform, I can open one view, my dimension ship to view. I can have access to all the view built by rapid use in this.
So when you install our business content, all these views will appear.
Will be
deployed on SAP DataSphere.
Exactly.
And after, when you click on Data Builder, you can also.
When I click on the view, I open the view, and I can see
the structure of the view.
I can see all the sources available. For this view, I use 4 sources. I use multiple join and transform feature to, at the end, realize one view. And this development is realized for all the view of the rapid use content, is realized for all the data mart of rapid use content. And we can see in this screen that all the content of rapid use is not a black box. All the content can be updated or personalized by customer. If a customer decide to add rule, decide to add a Z field from this SAP system, customer can directly customize the rapid use content to add and to have access to specific business rule of customer. If I go back on the data builder part, I retrieve all the component of the rapid use content, and just to show you the business builder, because the data builder it's the ETL tool, and the part and in this part I can modelize all the view. But if I want to modelize a data mart or a cube to be used by a BI reporting tool, I switch on the business builder part. In this part,
it's where you build your data mart.
I can create. In this in a SAP DataSphere, it's named cube and
the
not
cube data mart. This concept of fact and dimension is the same, right? Yeah.
I reuse view available from my data builder part, and I can create one cube. In this example, I create a sales order cube with my fact table sales order, and around this fact table, multiple dimension table like
so
company, material.
It's what we provide. Huh? We provide this concept of data mart. So all the data mart that I was talking about are available through this business builder, and you will find again all the data mart that we we already built.
Exactly. If I switch on the measure, I retrieve all the measures
KPIs, yeah.
created and available in this cube. I can rename all the measures to have a real business term and not a technical term. And it's the same for the attribute. I retrieve by dimension view all the calendar attributes, all the company attributes, and so. And if I switch on SAP Analytics Cloud Report, just to show you the link with SAP Datasphere, I have one standard dashboard, a procurement dashboard provided by RapidViews. If I switch on edit mode, if I select any component and if I open the design panel, I can add measure or dimension. If I click on the dimension, I retrieve all the dimension available on the cube create in SAP Datasphere.
Created, exactly. So again, you access to all the semantic layers.
Yes.
Based on all our cubes or data mart that are already set up in SAP Datasphere.
Exactly. All the intelligence is encapsulated in SAP Datasphere, business rule, standard transformation, and end user or BI manager need to select the good data mart or the good cube and create the report, or directly start from a template report from RapidViews content and update or personalize the template report.
Good.
It's all for me for this demonstration.
Okay, so it was a quick demonstration of SAP Datasphere and how all our business content, so this concept of dimension, fact, cube, data mart, and semantic layer, everything has been rebuilt within SAP Datasphere. It's for that reason that today we have about, since the beginning of the year, 6 active references, because customers say, okay, I want to build a new data warehouse. I just migrate, let's say, to S/4HANA, or I'm still in ECC. I want to build a data warehouse using SAP Datasphere. Let's use your RapidViews content to very quickly transfer all the data from SAP to SAP Datasphere. We replug, because as you can see, everything is already up and running on SAP Datasphere. Of course, after you need to modify your business rule, you define your own hierarchy, you have to set up the environment to be sure it fits with what you want. And after, we have samples of SAC report. But again, you can reuse any tools, and at the end of the day, every customer is different and they want to rebuild their own reports. Good. Thank you, Julien. Let's talk about BI governance features. So again, we just talk about the BI accelerator, the first all the different business content to accelerate. Now we can centralize again and manage all your SAP Analytics components through our BI governance capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
So in this BI governance platform, we have 2 sets of features, one for the business user and one for the BI service, to the BI development team, right? 3 main features for the developers. We have all this concept of data search. So we are going to show us again how does that work. You can search any component, column, table, views, report, KPI, whatever, and it will tell you where are this information. We have some very, very advanced capabilities about data lineage, or from a report you can see which semantic layer, which cube, and go back to the table. And the other side, it's what we call impact analysis. You select a specific table, and you can see where this table is used in your overall analytics project. So we are very, very advanced on all these data lineage capabilities, because we do it on any ECC, on ANA technology, CDS views. We access to all these reporting tools. We have a connector on BW. By the way, we are going to do a webinar fully dedicated to BW in next week.
Yes, 26.
We are very, very good to map and to have a mapping and to a view of your overall BW legacy system. So we are very, very strong on that. On the other side, for the end user and the analytics end user, we have this concept of business catalog, where you can see the information per business area that you can, of course, customize. So user can see can access to all the report to this specific area, or we can see all the semantic, all the views, or whatever you want, depending on your profile. We have this concept of also Analytics Hub, because again, we centralize all your report. Most of you are using 2 or 3 different reporting tools today. Everything will be in one single place, and you can also have this concept of KPI Hub, where we see the information per view per KPI. And on the top of that, we built this analytics wizard. This is an intelligence assistant to create any analytics. What if in the middle of your platform that contain all your own report or all your own views, plus all business content, plus all the CDS view from SAP, plus all the theory tile from SAP, everything? What if you could drag and drop any component in a kind of wizard, right? And what if the system will tell you, maybe based on what you drag and drop, a report already exists, or if it's not the case, maybe a semantic layer contain all the information that you want, or if it's not the case, maybe you will be able to, the system will tell you which view or which cube you can start with to be able to build what you asked. And it's very interesting. We are going to show you how does that work, because you can see it's going to help you to say, okay, maybe use this CDS view and link to this specific table. It's a fantastic way to accelerate and to guide you to build your own recipe, to build your own report or your own business cubes. Okay, and it builds a recipe. Let's do a demo, Julien.
Yes. Just I go back to my Rapidgeo platform. On the platform, I want to start directly on the search bar. The search bar is available on the principal page. I can search any term of SAP. If I launch a global search, I have access to all reports and semantic objects. I have access to all data mart objects, to all views or table. I can decide to select any information. In this case, I want to select all information about the delivery. In this case, the repository filter and show me only the report and semantic with delivery in the label or in the description. Show me the list of data marks with on the label and the description the term delivery. It's the same for the view and for the table. I can directly search any information. Developer or BI manager can also search directly a field from SAP table. If I decide to search where a specific field is used in a report, a semantic, a data mart, or a view, I can launch this type of search by clicking on the option search in column. Yes. If in this search I show the good report or an interesting object, I can click on it to have access to the description, the origin of the report, the label, and all the columns used to create this report. Actually, I can see multiple KPI and lots of dimension. All these objects are used directly in this report to create graph, chart, all the report. If I click on the data lineage, I can see exactly for the report which table, view, or data mart are used to create this report. I can see one report, the delivery OTIF report. This report is based on a semantic. This semantic has the same name because I am in a Power BI use case, and in Power BI, usually the data set has the same name of the report. But if I am in an example with business object, an universe don't have the same name like a report. This data set from Power BI report is based on one data mart available in HANA system or directly on S4 HANA system. And this data mart is built by with few views. In this case, 4 fact views and 3 dimension views, and each views is based on an SAP table.
So we have all the data lineage from the report to the semantic layer, to the cube, and to the underline tables.
Yes.
Fact and dimension views, and behind that to the detail of the table, correct?
Exactly. And if I want to see the specific lineage of one field, I can click on the customer field. I have the name of the fields, is this label and this source name. And if I switch on the data lineage, I can see exactly the lineage of this specific field. The customer name used in the delivery OTIF report come from the KNA1 table.
Okay.
If I go back to my data lineage global, the data lineage show you how a report view data mart is built. But with the impact analysis function, I can see which object use a specific field table view. For example, if I click on the LEKP table, I can see a specific delivery data table. I can see all the columns available in the table. And if I switch on the impact analysis, I can see not all the objects that choose to build the table, but all the objects that use this table. This table is used by multiple view, is used by semantic, and is used by report. I retrieve my delivery OTIF report, like the previous example, because this LEKP table is used to build the report. From to an impact analysis, I retrieve this report used by that use this table, and I retrieve also 4 other reports: order book report, FESD report, delivery overview report. All these reports use this table, and I can navigate on the table, on the view, or on the report by the impact analysis or data lineage functionality. Okay. If I decide to click on the view, the F order book view, I can click on this view, show which table or view is used to create the view, and I can see all the report or semantics that use the view. Okay. This feature is the most feature used by a BI manager to search how the report is built, or to search if modification in a SAP table impact any object in the repository.
Yeah. Okay. This concept of data lineage and impact analysis are very, very used, because you can at any time understand what has been done. And if typically we have customers using our platform just to do some kind of re-engineering from one analytics platform to another one. Typically, customers that want to switch to business object to Power BI, let's say, they are going to be able to analyze and to have a very detailed view of their existing system, and be able to migrate and to another tools, because they have all the complexity that is available here.
Exactly. These 3 previous features are feature for us oriented BI manager, and now we can see feature oriented end user. I can open the Analytics Hub. Analytics Hub, it's a hub that centralizes all the reports available in a company. I can centralize Power BI report, SAP Analytics Cloud report in this example, but if I have a DigDash report, SAP Business Object Analysis report, any report are centralized in one same place, and I can directly search delivery report. I can also search by my business area term. I can search the report, and when the report is found, I can click on the report and directly open it on the BI reporting tool. This hub is oriented for end user to search report without the BI reporting platform, through any reporting platform, and to give the possibility to directly, by one click, open the report on the good platform. We have the same hub. It's a KPI hub. This KPI hub is most oriented by KPI. It's for end user or BI manager that search a specific KPI. For example, I want to search all the KPI around the stock. I can see approximately 38 KPI around the stock, and I can see all the reports that use this KPI. If I decide to use or view the supplier batch KPI, I can click on it and open directly the batch dashboard that uses this KPI. It's another view to search information. We have end users that search directly a specific document, and we have other end users that search directly to analyze a specific KPI. And with this KPI hub, I can give access to specific KPI and after to the report that use the KPI.
Okay, good.
The last functionalities are business catalog. We see the business catalog on the previous demonstration, but on this demonstration, I retried all the catalog with all the business area. This business area can be directly customized by customer. For this demonstration, it's a specific customization around the SAP process, but if I have one customer in the retail, another customer on the healthcare, and so, I can customize directly my business catalog through my company process, my company division, my company family. Okay. On each process, I can retrieve report, semantic, and view. I can directly click on the delivery process and filter the report based on the delivery, filter the semantic on the data mart based on the delivery. And if I want to see the business layer associated to this delivery part, I can see all the transactional data, KPI or master data organized in the delivery part. If I decide to realize a requirement, if I am in the same room with my end user, my BA manager, and my end user decide to create a new report or have a new needs, I can open my analytics wizard, and I can decide to drag and drop in this analytics wizard any object from my business catalog. I can drag and drop a report, a view, an object from my semantic layer, any report. And the wizard show me which object in the repository use this requirement. For example, I decide to analyze my delivery quantity. I drag and drop my delivery quantity on the wizard by delivery date, and by, if I search my customer, by customer name. I drag and drop this three field directly in my analytics wizard, and when I click on the display result, the repository calculate and show all the objects available that contain one, two, or the three field. The repository show me three type of results. The report result show all the reports that contains these three field or less. The repository show me all the semantic that contain the three field or less, and all the view or perhaps a combination of view to reproduce the basket. Okay. If I go back to the report, if I click on the first report, this first report have a green check. If I click on the column, it's exactly the three field or the three column are available in this report. I can directly tell at my end user, use this report.
So the report contains what you want.
Exactly. If I decide to use the order book report, I can, but this report contains two of the three fields on the report. Okay. And I need to develop or
you build a new, you're going to need to open a report, maybe to modify it.
Exactly.
Maybe you do not want to, you want to start from a semantic layer. So if you click on semantic layer,
start from a semantic layer and start from a new report.
So we see three semantic layers that are green, means they contain all these three fields.
Exactly.
So it depends of which one you're going to use, because delivery overview or order book or something else, order to pay could be three different semantic layer with different mining, so different mine. So you select the one you want to use, correct?
Exactly.
And for this one, you will click on recipe, and it will tell you, because anytime you are on the wizard,
so the recipe tell me the semantic order to pay cover your entire basket.
If you decide to use one, you can copy to your specification and register the specific recipe. You can put any kind of comment to do whatever you want.
Yes.
Let's click on view, because we are moving.
The view part is more dedicated to BI manager or developer. The view part show all the view available to answer the need. I can see one specific view. In this case, the delivery view combine two views, the dimension customer and the F delivery view. And in this data mart, all the fields are covered. But I can see or open the F delivery view. And in this case, or F order book view, in this case, I start from one view. I need to join one item. If I click on the column, I can see that I have two columns covered by the first view and one additional column. And on the data lineage, the repository shows me all the possibility and all the view used around this three field. I have the two fields covered by one view and potentially the name of my customer provided from KNA1 table and available in three other views. And it's at the...
You decide if you want to take this specific, if you want to start from this specific cube, and if you click on the recipe, it will tell you add this specific dimension to this specific cube. It could be a cube, it could be your own view that you already developed. It could be or business content. It could be a specific CDS view from SAP that you want to reuse. You select, you drag and drop what you want. The system gives you different itineraries, like you know, when you click on Google and you want to go somewhere, you have always different kind of itineraries. Here is going to show you everything that is available, and of course you decide, because again, your own cubes or cubes, CDS from SAP, and depending on many different things, that's your call. The BI manager knows how to start and how to move forward, because it's his job. But we give you all this help and all these tools where you can, of course, select your any view, click on recipe, copy to your spec, and here, of course, you can, as you can see here, add any comment, because when you do specification, you need to put some specific filter and any component or anything. So you whatever you want, and after we are going to, the system is going to register this recipe, and at the end, the BI developer just need to go back to his desk and to do what has been set up during this meeting.
Yes, I'll try my new basket here in the panel.
Almost 55, we have to move forward. So thank you, Julien. We are almost there, so thank you. Again, BI governance, we have functionalities for the BI manager, search, and all this concept of data lineage and impact analysis. We have advanced feature for the end user, KPI hub, reporting hub, and visualization by business process, your own business process that you can customize. And again, this wizard where you can build any kind of recipe. Use case. So today, references. We have about 25 references. We are very happy because we have typically, you see here, the first layout on SAP Datasphere and data warehousing. Total Energy, Exertis, Soucy Group, Engie, Louis Dreyfus Company, Sunstar are using our rapid views on the top of SAP Datasphere. So we already have 6 advanced references on SAP Datasphere. So we are very proud of that. So really, if you want to talk with any of these customers, feel free. We will give you their phone number. Or best vendor are really our customers. We already have a lot of customers using our rapid views business content directly on S4HANA and ECC on HANA. Really feel free to contact us, because it's also a fantastic way to go if you want to do advanced reporting on the top of your new ERP S4HANA system. And we also have a lot of customers that only use our platform to centralize, maintain, and build new CDS views, Fiori tile, any report as we just show you, and just want to be able to have an overall view of what is within their overall reporting system. Very quickly, few use case. You want to start a new BI project on SAP Datasphere. Typically, Exertis in the UK, they were testing Snowflake and SAP Datasphere, and we did a proof of concept. SAP Datasphere plus or rapid views business content was the way to go. Very quick to be able to have all their reporting up and running, and in few months they had their report up and running on FICO, sales and distribution, and material management. They are using Web Intelligence and Power BI directly on SAP Datasphere. if you want to do advanced report on S4HANA public cloud, the way to go is again to extract information from SAP DataSphere. We provide all the extractors because everything is already pre-built. You install the rapid use content directly on SAP DataSphere. SUSE and Sunstar, another customer, are using this technology to extract information from S4HANA public cloud. Again, in few months, they have everything up and running on SAP DataSphere. Last case, I'm moving forward very quickly because we are running out of time. On S4HANA, we have these customers, Nexteam. At the end, when they finished to implement S4HANA, they wanted to rebuild all their report, and they realized that they were running out of time. They wanted something to accelerate, of course, the deployment. They had 75 KPIs to rebuild inside the Tableau software. So it's what we did. We directly install our business content on S4HANA. They are using Tableau software. They bought FICO, SDMM, PP, and QM modules, and in about 50 days, they had all their KPIs up and running. So it's a very happy customer. And again, it's very fast, even faster when you directly, of course, work directly on your S4HANA system. That's it. Feel free. We can do, of course, any kind of proof of concept. We do that all the time. It takes about 4 to 7 days to do a proof of concept. We have our own SAP DataSphere platform, so we can, or we can install our business content directly on your S4HANA or ECC system. So we are very, very good at doing that, and so feel free to challenge us. We are in France. The company is a French-based company. We are partnered with Decivision, STMS, Augustarib, and Capgemini. By the way, we are doing a Capgemini webinar next week. And we have partners in Spain, United States, Canada, Ireland, Netherlands, Germany, and Austria. This week, we are going to be in Vienna for a SAP Now event. We are going to be with our partner Advantage. We will be the 19th of September in Vienna. Feel free to go to see us if you're in Vienna. And next week, we will do a hands-on workshop in Paris with SAP at the SAP tour in Tower in Paris. We do a hands-on session, so feel free also to come if you want to go in Paris next week. And that's it. Thank you again. Now we are going to, what time is it? We have maybe 1 minute. We can take questions, so feel free to ask any question. In any case, we will send you the presentation, and we can set up again any advanced day presentation or proof of concept if you want to move forward with our technology. Do you have any questions? What is the difference between CDS view and calculation views, or maybe how to undo? Yeah.
The difference it's CDS view and calculation view are different. Calculation view is a view based on the database layer, and CDS view it's view built on the application layer on SAP.
Yeah.
And for rapid use content, we maintain two versions of the rapid use content.
Yeah.
We have one version in CDS view and one other version in calculation view, because we cannot migrate or transform calculation view in CDS views, and in other ways it's not possible. So we maintain rapid use two versions of our content in CDS view and in calculation view, and also in SAP DataSphere. We have actually really three versions of rapid use.
How do we handle security?
The security is stay on the SAP platform, HANA platform or S4HANA platform. If customer decide to implement rapid use in CDS view, we can reuse the SAP authorization managed directly in S4HANA system. In this case, it's just a configuration in the CDS view. For customers that choose calculation view, for customer in ECC on HANA, we cannot reuse the standard SAP authorization. We need to implement security directly on the top of calculation view.
What exactly do you provide in your BW connector? BW is an interesting subject.
The same feature. I show you in the repository the search feature, the impact analysis, the data lineage feature, the business catalog, the analytics hub and KPI hub. We have the same feature on the BW content.
Yeah.
We have an extractor. This extractor you can connect your customer BW system with an SAP login and password, and extract all the metadata from BW object and from the BEX query, and integrate or import directly in the repository all this object. We can retrieve in the report or semantics part all the BEX query and the detail of each BEX query. In the view and data mart part, all the detail of info object, ADSO, cube from BW system, and in the sources, we can retrieve all the extractor available in the BW system. We have the same feature, but the presentation is not exactly the same because we talk about info object, cube, BEX query, extractor, and not table and views.
Okay, thank you, Julien. Do you have any other questions? If not, let's finish this session. Again, feel free to contact us. We'll be very happy to do other demonstration or of course other proof of concept. Thank you, all of you. Thank you to participate to this webinar. I hope it was useful. Thank you, Julien, for all your technical demonstration. And let's talk soon, I hope. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.